everyone, it's Sheree. I just thought I'd come on here because today is Wednesday, which means in just 2 days we have our last official meetup of the year as Salt and Light Society. We do have some stuff planned over the summer, and of course we've got a full schedule for year 2 already figured out. So I'm just super excited because there's just so much is going to happen this Friday. This morning I actually took the time and made a do not forget list for what I need to take care of before Friday. So I thought I'd give you a little behind the scenes look at kind of what goes into planning a meetup. Usually about Wednesday is when I start really focusing on where we're going and what different things we need, because different meetups have different requirements for things that I'm going to be bringing or things that just are expected to be there. So like a beach meetup, I had to plan my kids' bathing suits and towels and our stuff, as well as, trying to figure out snacks so that everybody can have snacks and then drinks and stuff, and shade, which I somehow, between our very first beach meetup and our last one, lost the canopy I bought specifically for the beach, but that's fine. So like I said, Friday is our last official meetup, and this is really special because it's actually our yearbook signing day. So if I have an unboxing video, but most of our group has not seen the yearbook. The board has gotten their yearbooks, but other than that, they're in those boxes behind me. Which side? That one. Right there behind me. So I have the yearbooks. I've got some Sharpies. I've got our turtle box for some music, some tables. There's just a lot that goes in every single week to prepare for a meetup on Friday. And so I just thought I'd kind of give you a little sneak at it. So for Friday, I had to go this past week, and I went, I want to say I went on Sunday, but I drove over to the park that we're meeting at because I like to make sure we have electric hookups, what the table situation is, and kind of what amenities are there. Because then I can kind of give the group a heads up, like, hey, there's a basketball court, or there's a volleyball net, or whatever that park might have. Then we can come prepared, because our group comes and we like to hang out and have fun. And so if we can bring stuff for the kids to be cool, then we're great. So I went over this Sunday, and we're going for our meetup. It didn't have as many tables as I thought it did. We're just getting the pavilion. So I actually have my 2 folding tables we're doing a potluck, so for the food and stuff. And then I have my little small table here for the yearbooks when I hand them out. I'm super excited. I really cannot contain this excitement any longer. I am so glad this week is here. So just the basic things. I need to make sure I bring garbage bags. You see that berm right there? I'm really not good at looking in the camera and telling where I'm pointing. Last time we had a big meetup at a pavilion, Lena and Diana were sweeping with palm fronds. So I decided to go ahead and grab the broom, and that way we might clean up a little easier. There's just so many little things, and like this time we're doing a potluck again, which is awesome. They have this website called Perfect Potluck where you can sign up and everybody can put what they're going to bring, and you can kind of gauge from there what's needed. So I was able to go on and kind of see areas that we might be needing a little more stuff, and I will do a BJ shop tomorrow to kind of fill those gaps. And that's one of those things that, I don't necessarily have to go and look at the list and fill in gaps because it's a potluck and everyone can bring what they want to bring. But I like to make sure that when we're there, people aren't going to be like, oh my gosh, we needed more of this, or we forgot this, or whatever it might be. I just like to make sure that as the group's leader, I know that our group is going to be there, we're going to be prepared, and we're going to have a great time. So my list here, it just basically shows me like, okay, I have my tables and my setup. I have my yearbook station where I'm bringing Sharpies. I'm bringing different color pens. I got a pack of Post-its in there so that kids can put their names on them, because every yearbook looks the same. And I just want to make sure that every kid takes their yearbook home. And if their friends sign it, they have their friends' signatures. And I mean, I don't know. I know as a kid, I would have just placed my yearbook wherever and gone and played, and even after they were signed. And so I just want to make sure that we don't have unhomed yearbooks at the end. I did order some trays from BJ's because I'm going to be super lazy this time. I tend to like to make my own stuff, but I just have no time this time. I just the end of the year snuck up on me. I don't have time to do everything that I normally do. So I have my BJ's order that I placed this morning, and I have a list of what I need to buy still at BJ's. And then we have like little things that you don't really think about, like trash bags, paper towels, foil, plastic wrap, utensils to serve stuff, which I didn't think about again until I saw this list. So things like that just kind of get thrown in a bag and brought there, and then it makes life so much easier when someone just brings a tray of food. I know I personally, before being in this role of leadership, would have brought a tray and not really thought twice about how it was getting served. I would just put it there, and to each his own. So now that's kind of falling back to where it's like I want to make sure that we have everything we need. I will, of course, bring my first aid kit. If I can find the sunscreen that I lost somewhere along the way this year, I'll bring that. There's bug spray in our first aid kit. This list says towels. That's because where we're meeting is adjacent to the beach. I have no intention of allowing my kids to go to the beach. I will likely not pack towels. I will bring paper towels. So it says then kid stuff. Like most of the parents are really great. They bring their own kid stuff, but I like to pack a little extra. I went to Five Below recently, and I got as many blue colored items as I could because that just fits my vibe. And so I have a basketball and a volleyball and a couple other things that they can use this Friday. And then this list even broke it down like, hey, Thursday night. So Thursday night I will pack my van. My van, except for any food that needs to be refrigerated, will be fully packed before I wake up on Friday morning. And I do this every single week. Every week of the entire year, Thursday night, I have packed my van. I have made sure my water cooler's in there. I've made sure the wagon's in there. And then any other things, miscellaneous things that we might need during whatever meetup, I have made sure Thursday night that it is packed. So for me, this hasn't just been a Friday meetup thing. This has been a kind of, all week thing where I there was one week, and I learned early on, well, maybe not that early on, I learned during one of our meetups when I took us to a not so savory place that I do need to double check our locations before just telling the group to show up there. And the two families that showed up there know what I'm talking about. So usually at the beginning of the week, if I have not been to this park before or I haven't been in a while, I will drive out and double check where we're going. I will see what's there, what we need, and kind of what's available for the kids. And that way, if there's something there that like, oh, by the way, there's, a volleyball net, then the group can know. Or if like Friday, I don't even know what day it is, we're doing a potluck, if we need electricity, I need to know if there's an electric hookup there, and thankfully there is. And that reminds me, I need to grab an extension cord from the garage. So that's one of those things where if I waited until Thursday night or even Friday morning to pack my van, I would not remember a quarter of the stuff, at least, of what I need. So it's just important to me to make sure that everything is where it needs to be. I like to bring my Bluetooth speaker. It's super loud and it's fun. And my girls at the beginning of the year made a Salt and Light playlist, so it's all Christian music and they can play it. And then I also have a megaphone. I've only brought that up to meetups that I've never needed it, and then every meetup that I've needed it, I haven't had it. So I don't know that the megaphone was the best purchase, but I have it. It would be great for beach meetups if I remembered it, and probably also field trips. But like I said, it's hit or miss if I even remember the megaphone exists. But I did get it in blue, so that's really what matters. So tomorrow morning, it's Thursday, I will go pick up my BJ's order, make sure I have everything, double check whatever signed up for on the potluck list. Like I said, I can't carry the whole group. I would love to be a multimillionaire and be able to provide everything because that's just my heart, but it's just not sustainable. So I am so grateful and so thankful for the community that we've built who comes alongside. And they, I didn't even originally make it a potluck, and one of them suggested it, which was a huge relief for me because life is expensive right now, as everyone knows, with gas prices. And then, so the biggest thing I'm excited about, obviously, is the yearbooks, which I can't really show you yet, but got all the yearbooks. They're super cute. I cannot wait to put them in everybody's hands on Friday, and they can see all the amazing stuff. And then I've got tablecloths for the tables. I really have tried to think of everything, and inevitably on Friday when we get there, I will realize I have not thought of everything. So that is what it is. But I'm super excited. If you are in the group and you're going to be there Friday, I cannot wait to see you. I am so excited, and I am just thankful for everything that has happened this year, and I cannot wait for year 2 to start because it will be even better. All right, see you guys later.